He was on the rise. Talented, beloved, known for roles that left people breathless. His name was Yu Menglong, actor, singer, dreamer. Then one night changed everything. The city lights of Beijing stretched into the horizon on September 10, 2025. The neon glow, traffic humming, stars hidden behind smog and skyscrapers. Inside one apartment, the air was warm, the mood casual, friends gathering. Laughs, wine glasses, the soft clink of bottles. Yu Menglong among them, a calm center in a gathering of voices. By 2 a.m., the party had died down. Behind a locked bedroom door, Yu Menglong disappeared into quiet. The corridor fell into shadows. Outside, the night held its breath. Morning came. A neighbor walking a dog noticed silence where there should have been the routine. A door left unlatched, or maybe just quietly closed. The bedroom lock untouched. Then a body, discovered, horrifying in its stillness. Yu Menglong had fallen. Shockwaves rippled out across Weibo, Douyin, social media platforms. "He's gone," said the studios. "An accidental fall," said the police. But in the hush of every rumor, people whispered, couldn't this have been more than an accident? His mother, in public heartbreak, issued a statement days later. Yu Menglong fell from a building after consuming alcohol. Authorities declared no foul play. But silence can breed its own stories. Screenshots leaked, voices raised. Some said he locked himself in the bedroom after dinner. Others saw a loose safety net in the building, a mosquito screen removed from a window. Surveillance video, real or not, was said to be destroyed or missing. Rumors swirled. Someone forced him into alcohol. Someone else assaulted. Someone else silenced. The online world demanded answers, demanded proof. And 3 individuals were later prosecuted by police for spreading fake news, claims like disembowelment, assault, cover-ups. They admitted fabricating rumors. Imagine that apartment. The party ends. Music fades. Glassware left half empty. The corridor light flickers. A locked door. Inside, someone sleeps or tries to. Outside, the window yawns open, or perhaps the safety barrier has given way. In the very instant, a sudden shift, grasping hands, maybe none. A fall through air. The noise of impact. The hush. The next morning, a body. A discovery. Panic. Those who loved him stunned. The world outside the apartment's walls lit up with questions. Public mood turned somber, then suspicious. Netizens scrolled violently, typing demands. Where's the footage? Why was the screen removed? Was there a note? Who were these friends? Allegations flew that those present at the dinner were hiding. Names surfaced, then vanished. Comments deleted. A cheerless game of smoke and mirrors. His mother, quiet until now, asked the public to treat her son's death rationally, to end speculation, to allow mourning. She claimed the official investigation had concluded, accidental fall, influenced by alcohol, no evidence of criminal wrongdoing. So what do we actually know without the whispers? Yu Menglong was born June 15, 1988 in Uremi, Xinjiang. He starred in Go Princess Go, Eternal Love, The Legend of White Snake, and others. He had developed a reputation for nuanced performance, strong screen presence, and had many millions of fans. On September 11, 2025, he died from a fall in Beijing. Police investigations included on-site inspections, forensic exams, interviews, video surveillance. They confirmed no signs of homicide. In addition, 3 people are being investigated for spreading false rumors. Why does this feel like more than a tragedy? Because somewhere between what is and what could be, there's human need to make sense. Suddenly, a towering celebrity's life ended in a blur of possibilities. Accident, misstep, or something darker. The absence of clarity leaves a vacuum. In that vacuum, stories grow. Sometimes they hurt. Sometimes they protect. But they always reflect what people believe or fear. Fans need closure. Family needs peace. Authorities issue reports. Rumors die. But some scars remain. The fact that someone beloved could fall, both literally and in the trust people place in public narratives. What might your audience want to hear? memories from friends, conversations from that night, the unfiltered sound of CCTV footage, the ticking clock of time between dinner, locking the door, the fall, the whispered regrets. As the city of Beijing readies for autumn, the skies cover the buildings in dusk. The window where the tragedy unfolded remains, but what passed through it, the moment, the fall, is invisible now. What remains is absence, grief, and questions. Yu Menglong is gone, but the incident lingers, not just as a news headline, but as a wound in public consciousness. An unfinished story. Rest in peace, Yu Menglong. May your memory be gentle. May truth move swiftly. The night was deceptively ordinary, painted in neon and shadows, Beijing's skyline glowing like a restless heartbeat. To the casual eye, it was just another evening where the city refused to sleep. Yet for Yu Menglong, that night would etch itself into eternity. Inside the apartment, laughter rolled through the living room like soft waves. Glasses clinked. A playlist hummed faintly in the background, mixing old favorites with new tracks. Yu Menglong, dressed casually, seemed at ease, his smile bright but fleeting, as if something lingered behind his eyes. The room was filled with friends, but somehow he stood apart, present in body, yet drifting in spirit. The glow of the chandelier overhead caught the contours of his face, making him look almost angelic, almost fragile. Hours passed. Conversations thinned. Some people excused themselves. Others grew louder under the influence of drink. Around 2 in the morning, Yu Menglong slipped quietly away, retreating behind the wooden frame of a locked bedroom door. It wasn't dramatic. No one noticed at first. Just a subtle disappearance, like a candle being snuffed in the corner of a large hall. But silence has a way of demanding attention. Behind that closed door, the city outside continued to pulse. A siren wailed in the distance. Motorbikes zipped through narrow lanes. Neon advertisements flickered relentlessly. Yet within those 4 walls, there was only quiet, a man and his thoughts. Some say he lay down, resting his head on the cool pillow, the faint hum of the party still audible through the wall. Others believe he walked toward the window, seeking air, seeking clarity, maybe even escape from the suffocating buzz of the night. What truly happened inside that room, no one knows. But then, there was the fall. A split second of chaos, a body cutting through the air. The silence of the night ruptured by the force of gravity. Imagine the blur of neon lights reflected on glass as he descended, the final gasp of a soul caught between life and oblivion. The sound of impact, sudden and devastating, broke the fragile stillness of dawn. Morning revealed the truth that no one wanted to face. His body was discovered below, lifeless yet heavy with unanswered questions. The neighbors, shocked and trembling, whispered to one another in disbelief. Was it an accident? Did he slip? Was he pushed? By the time police arrived, the story had already begun to write itself in fragments. Rumors, speculation, half-truths. Cameras flashed. Sirens echoed. But within the noise, one detail stood clear. Yu Menglong was gone. News spread like wildfire. On Weibo, hashtags erupted. Millions of fans unable to process the reality. Photos of him smiling, performing, living flooded timelines, each caption a cry of heartbreak. "This can't be real," they wrote. "Tell us it's not true." His friends from the industry fell into silence, their posts measured, their words heavy with grief. But the public wanted answers. The locked door, the open window, the missing pieces that made the story feel incomplete. Imagine that scene once more. The quiet retreat into the room, the faint lock clicking shut, the window standing slightly ajar, its mosquito net curiously removed. A man, perhaps dizzy from alcohol, perhaps searching for air, standing near the edge. A slip, a stumble, or something darker. The official statement called it an accident. His mother, broken yet composed, pleaded with the public to end the speculation, to let her son rest in dignity. But online, the whispers only grew louder. Surveillance footage was mentioned, some claiming it was lost, others saying it was hidden. 3 individuals were later exposed for fabricating cruel rumors, spinning tales of violence and assault. Yet even after those confessions, the uncertainty lingered. Because here is the haunting truth. When a star falls, both literally and figuratively, people struggle to believe it could be so simple. Fans replayed the night in their minds, constructing scenes that may never have existed. The laughter at the table, the moment he rose, the sound of the door closing. Did anyone hear his last words? Did anyone notice the weight he carried? Every detail became a clue. Every silence became suspicious. Every unanswered question became a seed for conspiracy. And so, the Yu Menglong incident became not just a tragedy, but a story that refuses to fade. A moment caught between fact and mystery, wrapped in shadows and speculation. What we do know is this: Yu Menglong was loved. He was talented. He was human. And on that fateful night, whatever passed behind that locked door ended in heartbreak. Now the city remembers him not just as an actor, not just as a singer, but as a symbol of fragility, how even the brightest light can flicker unexpectedly, leaving behind darkness that feels unbearable. As you picture that scene, Beijing's skyline at dawn, the sirens fading, the world awakening to devastating news, remember the humanity in the story. Behind the rumors, beyond the headlines, there was a life, and that life was cut short in a way that left scars on countless hearts. And maybe that's what makes the Yu Menglong incident so unforgettable. It's not just about what happened. It's about what we'll never fully know. Friends, if you've been following this story and felt the same shock as millions around the world, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe it was simply a tragic accident? Or do you think there's more that hasn't been told? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if you found this deep dive into the haunting mystery of Yu Menglong's final night compelling, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, leave your comments below, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more gripping stories like this.